What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to our September Lego preview. In today's video, we are going to be breaking down every single Lego set and gift with purchase that is going to be releasing in the month of September. So if you are interested in buying any of these sets or at least learning about what is going to be releasing, stick around because we're going to get into all the details. And even though September is a lighter month in terms of the quantity of Lego sets that are being released, especially compared to last month with August being a monster release month, this month is also going to hit your wallet pretty hard if you're going after some of the larger ticket items. We also have some really interesting sets that are going to be releasing later in the month of December, so you're definitely going to want to pay attention if you are going after any of these sets. But let's jump right on into it. Let's go over to lego.com, aka Lego Shop at Home, and as soon as you hop onto Lego's website, you are greeted by this very beautiful Back to Hogwarts promotion that they are doing from September 1st through September 7th, which is kind of cool because it coincides with, here at least in the United States, with everybody going back to school and back to college. Now, of course, this is no coincidence as Lego is focusing on one monster set that they are releasing for the Harry Potter line in September, and that of course is set number 76457, which is the collector's edition of Hogsmeade Village. And this is a huge set coming in at 3,228 pieces, and it looks good upon first glance. We are not the biggest Harry Potter collectors or anything, but we do enjoy collecting certain Harry Potter themed sets. When I first look at this set, the set that I immediately think of is Diagon Alley, and that set is absolutely legendary. It is so good. We cannot wait to build our copy. However, this doesn't seem to have the same beauty to it. It still looks good, but I feel like it's just missing a little something. It also has the adults only style black box, which I really feel like kind of hurts this set, at least from first glance, but it could be a great set. We just obviously, haven't built it, don't have it or anything. But if you are interested in buying this, you definitely got to pay attention because there are some exclusive GWPs only for this particular set. And there's also some Harry Potter themed gift with purchases that we're going to run through right now. So the first one is an exclusive that you could only get if you purchase Hogsmeade Village on September 1st. The first one that we have here is the Hogsmeade sign, and you will get this if you buy Hogsmeade Village before supplies run out on September 7th. The next GWP that we have here is the Quidditch lesson. Now, this one you do actually get a minifigure, unlike the Hogsmeade sign, which isn't really even a Lego item. It's not made of bricks or doesn't have any minifigs or anything. Kind of reminds me of the patches and keychains that we sometimes get for the Lego Star Wars line. But at least here in the Quidditch lesson, set number 30706, you get a little Harry Potter minifig as well as the statue minifig as well. This one you will get if you spend $40 or more on any Harry Potter themed sets from September 1st through the 7th or before supplies run out. The last and third GWP that we have here, this is the one with the highest threshold here. This is set number 40770, the Hogwarts Castle Room of Requirement set. You do get a minifig with this one as well. A little bit more substantial, coming in at 202 pieces. However, you will have to spend $130 on any Harry Potter themed sets for your order from September 1st through September 7th or while supplies last. So you potentially have a triple Harry Potter gift with purchase stack right here, because if you purchase Hogsmeade Village before the 7th, you will earn the sign, the Quidditch lesson, and the Room of Requirement Hogwarts Castle GWP. So that's pretty good, but you still have to shell out $400, which is a lot of money. So that's our big Back to Hogwarts promotion that we have happening in September. Now moving on to some other regular sets that are going to be releasing for the month of September. We're going to start off here with the Advent calendars. Of course, it's September 1st, which I guess technically now is our countdown to Christmas in a way. That's when I feel like all the stores kind of already start to look ahead to the holiday season and start putting up Christmas decorations a little bit. It's wild how I feel like we've crept so far up in preparing for Christmas, where I felt like maybe a decade or two ago, we really just didn't really talk about it until Thanksgiving came around. But we have advent calendars coming out, and we have some pretty interesting ones here. So the first one that we have here is set number 21280. We have the Minecraft Advent Calendar coming in at $44.99. Next up, we have the Friends Advent Calendar. This is set number 42668. This one, since it's a non-IP, it's a Lego homegrown theme, it's $10 cheaper, coming in at $34.99. Next up, we have the Disney Frozen Advent Calendar. This is set number 43273. This is once again an IP, so it's $44.99. And then we have the City Advent Calendar, non-IP, so $34.99. This is set number 60475. For the Star Wars fans, we do have the Star Wars Advent Calendar, $44.99. This is set number 75418. I don't know if I'm going to pick this one up just because there's nothing really too crazy in this. I do really like the Jawa in the holiday sweater. Where you're also getting an exclusive Babu Frick is finally making an appearance in Lego form in this set. Where is he? He's somewhere around here, I thought. There's also Super Battle Droid. There's C-3PO. There's a couple cool things in the set. Oh, there's Babu Frick right there. You also get the droid. There's the droid from Andor as well. So there's a couple cool things, but I feel like not the strongest Star Wars Advent Calendar that we've seen in recent years. And then the last Advent Calendar we have here is 76456, the Harry Potter Advent Calendar, coming in once again at that IP price of $44.99. Interestingly enough, there is no Marvel or Spider-Man themed Advent Calendar this year, unlike last year. So maybe the Marvel Advent Calendars just did not sell as well as Lego had hoped. But we're going to move on to the next theme, which is of course Brickheadz, and we have 3 new Brickheadz sets coming out for the month of September. First up, we have 40802, once again coming from that Harry Potter line. So a lot of Harry Potter stuff dropping across multiple themes and styles of sets here in September. We've got the Luna Lovegood and Thestral 2-pack here coming in at $19.99. Now, we are huge Brickheadz collectors. I am unsure if Joanna's going to want this one because she has some of the Harry Potter Brickheadz, but we're not complete on the Harry Potter Brickheadz line. The other one coming from the Harry Potter line is set number 40791, the Goblet of Fire 5-pack. And this is actually really cool. I like how this one character here actually has a dragon, so that's pretty cool. Once again, I'm not sure if we're going to need this one, but this is coming in at $49.99, so $50. Pretty expected, $10 a Brickhead. And then the third Brickhead, now this I can confidently say we are definitely going to need for our collection. I love how these two look. From Wicked, we have Elphaba and Glinda coming in at $19.99, set number 40794. I think these both look fantastic. We still have yet to see Wicked Part 1, and we've got Wicked Part 2 coming out in November. And we've got a lot of very exciting Wicked sets to talk about later in this video. But first, we're going to move on to Disney, and we have 2 Disney sets dropping for the month of September. The first one being Cruella de Vil's car, coming in at $49.99. Now, I'm questioning this set because according to the pictures here, the minifig that you get, which is Cruella, of course, and the little Dalmatian, it looks like they do fit in the car, meaning that this is minifig scale. But with the piece count and just the way the car looks in this lifestyle image, it looks a little bit bigger than city scale. So I'm kind of split on if we're going to end up picking this one up for our collection. And I don't know if Lego did this on purpose to make this a little bit bigger, to leave the door open for a potential Cruella de Vil Speed Champion vehicle down the road. So they didn't want to make it city scale or 8 stud wide. I can't really tell from this picture how many studs wide it is. I guess if I zoomed in on there, I could probably start to count. But anyway, I'm waiting to see how this one looks in person before I make a decision on if I'm going to buy this. However, this next Disney set we are definitely going to need, and it is a real bummer that Lego did it this way. Now, this is set number 43279, Wally and Eve, and you also get Mo, I believe is his name, that third little robot there. So I actually took the liberty of going through a bin, and I managed to find Joanna's original Ideas Wally set, and I was very careful. I put this back together so nobody message her and tell her that I mess with her Wally, because she absolutely loves this Wally set. And this is a very expensive set now on the secondary market. In fact, I looked it up just out of curiosity, and this originally retailed for $59.99, and it currently trends for well over $300 sealed today on the secondary market. So it's no wonder as to why Lego remade Wally here. And I have a hunch as to what we're going to end up doing for our collection, because I love the way Eve looks. I think, or Evie, they just did such a great job with her. And obviously you get the little bonus robot. So I'm wondering if we're going to pick up this set and maybe not build the Wally. I have to talk to Joanna about it, of course, but we really like the original Wally. So I'm wondering if we're going to pair the new Evie and Mo with the old Wally. But let me know down in the comment section below, if you plan on picking up this new Wally and Evie set, do you have the old Wally, and what are your plans? Are you going to keep both Wallys? Are you going to make a decision maybe to sell this one? I've heard a lot of people say they're going to sell this one because it's so expensive now in the aftermarket, but I would imagine it's also going to go down in value now with this new one coming out in September. So kind of a little bit of a predicament there. Moving on to collectible minifigures. We have our third and final collectible minifigure series hitting shelves on September 1st, and this is the Across the Spider-Verse Spider-Man wave, and I cannot wait to get this. We're going to be going hunting on September 1st, a few short days from now. I need every single one of these minifigures, and this is by far the best CMF series of 2025. And I've already been seeing some of these leak out on shelves early, being put out by employees, and people are scooping them up and having a great time ripping these open, which is really fun to see, especially after the F1 series, which wasn't that exciting. I still go into my Targets and Walmarts close by to me, and I see racks and racks and racks of the F1 series. So clearly they were not as well received. I even saw one Walmart near me had them for $1. They marked them on super clearance, but they're just not something we're interested in, so I didn't even pick them up for $1 each. But very excited for this one. I think Spider-Man 2099 looks great. I think Spider-Punk looks fantastic. Spider-Man India. I mean, Miles, Gwen. You've got Peter Parker with Baby Mayday, Prowler. I mean, all of them just look absolutely fantastic. So I can't wait to get all of these for our CMF collection. Moving on to the Lego Nike sets. We've got two more sets coming out with the Nike collaboration series. First one here is 43010, the Nike Slam Dunk, coming in at $69.99. Now you get 109 pieces, which is, you know, a pretty good price to piece ratio. However, I don't like this set at all. I'm not the target audience for this. I'm not a huge basketball fan as it is, so this is definitely going to be a huge pass for us. The other one that they have is set number 43021, the Nike Dunk Trick Shot, coming in at $39.99. Now, at least with this one, you get the minifig. There's the cool shoe build. It's on a little bit of like a city-style basketball court. Kind of reminds me of something that we would drive by in Manhattan or somewhere in New York City. So I would be more apt to grab this set, plus 454 pieces for $40 is actually better than you'd expect for a Nike Lego collaboration, but still just not something that we are particularly interested in grabbing. Next up, we're going to talk about the Wicked sets, like I promised, and we have 6 brand new Wicked sets dropping for September 1st. First one is 75685, the Emerald City wall art, coming in at $159.99. This is beautiful. This is so good. You get 4 minifigs and Toto. This has the same vibe as the Batman wall art that we got earlier. Actually, was that last year already? Where you got the minifigs and you had the main scene here. I love, you got the yellow brick road. This looks gorgeous, and this might be something that we end up picking up. Once again, I'll have to consult with Joanna if this is something that she wants, but I do appreciate that you get actual minifigs with that set. Next up, we have 75687 Alpha Buzz Retreat, coming in at $27.99. Kind of a weird price, but now we're going from minifigs to mini dolls, and we're just not the biggest fan of mini dolls, especially when it comes to Wicked. I think these sets would just fly off the shelves if they were actually minifigures. I could be wrong though. There could be a lot of people who prefer Wicked to have the mini dolls. You know, whatever camp you're in, mini dolls or minifigures when it comes to Wicked, definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Next up, we have Glinda's Wedding Day coming in at $39.99. This is 75688. Very nice. I like the big butterflies. Very cool set. You get the little squirrel here as well as the puppy, so that's cute. And then we have number 75689. This is the Emerald City and Kiamo Code Castle coming in at $79.99. This is really nice. I love that Emerald City castle build. Like, that looks really nice. The way they were able to get the translucent green to clash with the gold and the dark green, like, that looks phenomenal. Whoever designed that, I don't know if that was Boone, but whoever did it, he did a phenomenal job, or she did a phenomenal job with this set. This is absolutely incredible. And if it had minifigures, this would be a must-have for us. But I don't know. Maybe we'll get this and try to pair it with minifigures. I don't know. We don't do the mini dolls. Next up, we have set number 75690. This is Glinda and Elphaba Visit Munchkinland coming in at $69.99. Pretty cool. I like how Glinda's in her famous bubble right there. And then the last one that we have dropping for the Wicked sets is set number 75691. This is Glinda and Elphaba Bookends coming in at $129.99. Now, maybe somebody can help me out in the comments. I don't know what's going on. Why are all these companies all of a sudden dropping bookends? Did people just start running out of places or things to hold up their books? I feel like I missed something, because Lego's not the only company doing it. I see a lot of other companies now all of a sudden releasing bookends. So I don't know if it's just something that has always been a thing. I feel like it hasn't though. But anyway, very interesting set here. I love the two clashing themes, with Glinda being the bright pink and Elphaba being the green and everything. And then you actually get minifigs. This is actually a really nice one. So this would have been a contender for us. I just don't think that Joanna will be into the bookends at all. I'm not really into the bookend sets, but still very nice that you get minifigs. Now, before we move on to the second portion of the video here, I do need to warn you that these upcoming sets are releasing not on September 1st. So you really got to pay attention. Remember to set a reminder in your phone, or put something on your desktop calendar or your physical calendar or something, because the following 3 monster sets are not going to be releasing on September 1st. They are coming later in the month of September. I also want to warn you that some of these prices are very high. So in an effort to combat some of these high prices, we are always looking for ways to save money, and my go-to way to save money without costing you a dime is our friendly neighborhood free cashback service called Rakuten. If you sign up for Rakuten with our unique affiliate link down below, you will earn $30 as a free sign-up bonus. We also get a little kickback because we are affiliates through Rakuten, and that helps support the channel. So we would really appreciate you guys signing up and taking advantage of this free service. I've been using it for a very long time, and I've earned thousands of dollars in cash back by buying Lego, and it hasn't cost me an extra dime. Plus, with every single Rakuten purchase through Lego, you will earn 2.5% cash back. And even if you make a $100 purchase and you get that $2.50 back in your pocket, every single dollar counts here in 2025. So highly recommend checking out Rakuten, and we really appreciate those of you guys who sign up, because it definitely helps out the channel a ton. Now let's move into our 3 final monster releases coming here for the month of September before we get into our GWPs. So the first one coming is one that I have to have for my collection. This is set number 76300 from the DC Heroes line. We have our first DC modular, ladies and gentlemen, coming in with the Arkham Asylum. Now, unfortunately, this is going to be pretty pricey, coming in at $299.99, but I am so excited for this set. I feel like one minifigure that is not getting enough love is the brand new Batwing minifigure. For those of you guys who don't know, it is Lucius Fox's son. If you guys remember, Morgan Freeman played Lucius Fox in the Dark Knight trilogy. Well, Batwing is his son, who he designed a specific suit, and then he goes on to become a hero. And I'm so excited that we are finally getting his minifig. Now, there is one crucial element missing from the news that I have to share with you guys for the Arkham Asylum, and that is there's no rumored or no news of an Arkham Asylum GWP. And I actually specifically waited to release my September preview video until today because I was hoping that there was going to be some news or some leaks or some information that was going to eventually come to the surface regarding an Arkham Asylum specific DC GWP. As of the recording of this video, which is 1:30 a.m. on August 30th, yes, I do my best work in the middle of the night, there is no GWP information, and I thought there was going to be, because there is one critical character missing from the lineup here of the Arkham Asylum. And I feel like LEGO was planning on, or at least thinking about, doing some sort of DC GWP with Batgirl. The fact that we have Batwing and Batwoman included in this set, and Robin, but there's no Batgirl. Another critical character who's missing, of course, is Nightwing. Was there a GWP, or is there a GWP coming with Batgirl and Nightwing? Because I feel like that would fully round out our cast of Bat family members for the Arkham Asylum. You've got all these great villains, but I feel like Batgirl and Nightwing, Batgirl especially when you have Robin there, are missing. Nightwing sometimes is a little bit of a side character. He's kind of an afterthought, especially when you already have a Robin representation. But I thought for a fact there was going to be some GWP information. So as of right now, no exclusive or no DC specific GWP launching for this set. Next up, we're going to be moving on to the second monster set happening later in the month. Oh, by the way, Arkham Asylum releasing September 9th. Forgot to say that. September 9th for Arkham Asylum. Upcoming next, we have Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship, aka the Black Pearl, releasing September 12th. Now, not called the Black Pearl, not sure why. I've tried to do some research and try to figure out why they're not calling it the Black Pearl, but maybe it has something to do with the upcoming 6th Pirates of the Caribbean movie that Disney is currently putting together. And, apparently they have a script and they're trying to figure out, getting all the actors' contracts under negotiation and everything. But in the meantime, Pirates of the Caribbean is coming back to LEGO. This one, unfortunately, was originally rumored to be $300. Now it's going to be $379.99. So huge $80 price bump, which is kind of a hard pill to swallow. But this is a gorgeous set coming in at 2,862 pieces. So price to piece ratio, not so great, especially when most of the pieces are black. So you think that, LEGO would be mass producing these black parts anyway. But you do have those beautiful sails. You get some epic minifigs. We've got Barbossa. He also has the zombified skull face on the other side of his minifigure head. You got Jack Sparrow. Just a full Will Turner. You got a full cast here of epic minifigs. And we do have, unlike Arkham Asylum, we do have a Pirates themed GWP that you will earn if you pick up the Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship. We don't have a window yet, but I would imagine that it is going to be available starting on September 12th when this set goes live, and that is going to be the Jack's Compass GWP. Now, from the sources that I've been communicating with and hearing from, apparently Jack's Compass GWP will not be made up of any sort of specific parts or uniquely printed pieces. So if you don't want to buy Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship when it goes live, but you do want to get the GWP and you don't want to buy the GWP from somebody else, apparently you can put this together. So maybe you can bricklink the parts for cheaper than what the GWP is going to cost on the aftermarket in September. We don't know that for sure, but that's just based on the information that has been swirling around. The last monster set release that we have for September before we get to the GWPs is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This is going to be releasing mid-month on September 15th from the LEGO Ideas line, coming in at $219.99, so basically $220. You're going to have 2,025 pieces in this set, which is kind of cool, releasing here in the year of 2025. And this is really nice. I remember watching the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory as a kid, and then later when Charlie and the Chocolate Factory came out with Johnny Depp, that one was good as well. But this one I believe we are going to be passing on for our collection. I could be wrong though, because Joanna is a huge fan of the Ideas sets in general, although I've never heard her say anything or express any interest or attraction to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But very nice set, no exclusive or no rumored specific GWP with this one. However, I do have one critical piece of gift with purchase information that I want to give to you guys to help make your purchasing decisions for the month of September. So it is being heavily rumored, although not confirmed or revealed by any means by Lego, that set number 40769 is going to be the Sega Genesis Sonic controller. And apparently it's going to be a gift with purchase on any theme of $130 spend or more starting September 8th. And I have a little bit of a theory here. So I think that this GWP is specifically going to launch on the 8th after the Back to Hogwarts promotions are over. I also think it's going to be launching on the 8th because it basically confirms that we're not going to be getting a DC or Arkham Asylum tied GWP for that set dropping on the 9th. So basically with them giving you the Sega Genesis Sonic controller GWP, you will get that if you buy the Arkham Asylum on the 9th. So that at least is a piece of good news. However, I do have a major question, and obviously this is not something that we'll be able to answer today, but we'll be able to answer it hopefully very soon. Will this Sega Genesis Sonic controller be stackable with the Jack's Compass GWP that will be coming out on September 12th in conjunction with Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship? If it is, it may make that $380 price tag for Jack Sparrow's...
There should be a captain in there somewhere.
Captain Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship a little bit more digestible, because let's say you buy it for $380. If you're able to sell, let's say, Jack's Compass for maybe conservatively $20 to $30, maybe you can sell the Sega Genesis Sonic controller for another $40 to $50 because Sega and Sonic is very popular. So I would imagine there's going to be a lot of people who are interested in getting this controller GWP for their collection. You could then theoretically reduce your cost of the Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship down to that $300, which was the originally rumored price. So that is kind of my theory there. Obviously, we will learn more information once Lego officially confirms the Sega Genesis GWP later in the month. But guys, I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. Will you be picking up any of the sets in September? Are you excited for anything? I would definitely, budget, hold out, because the holiday season is right around the corner. We're already talking about advent calendars, and I definitely foresee some of these sets going on discount or sale in the very near future. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, because we would love to have you join our Slapshotbricks family. And with that being said, don't stop shooting until you score. We'll see you guys very soon.